Rule number 2, the next play rule, for forgiveness of yourself and others. The reason I'm including this rule is because I think it's very vital, especially in the status of today's game and the way many players approach the way they interface out here on the court, which is whenever mistakes happens, it's very common to see players, even teammates, tear each other down because of it. And because that's become so common out here, it's also become common that before other players can tear a player down for making a mistake, they tear themselves down first. It's become so popular to exploit people's mistakes and use it against them to make them feel and look bad. And my belief that it's so common is because it's social media that exploits that makes it look like that's the cool thing to do. Like, that's what basketball is supposed to be. If someone makes a mistake, the cool thing to do is to, like, throw it in their face and make them look and feel bad. And I'm here to promote the very opposite of that, which is mistakes are going to happen. They need to happen. It's part of the game, especially the younger you are and the more of a beginner you are. But the more you dwell on the mistakes, the more you paralyze yourself, whether it be you dwelling on your own mistakes or other people's mistakes. And when you paralyze yourself, you're hurting your team. And how can you move on to the next possession and have a good quality next possession when you're dwelling on the mistake that has been made? I'm not saying that you should ignore the mistake and pretend it didn't happen. I'm just saying that it's important to learn from the mistakes, which means you need to internalize them and accept that it's your fault and you are to blame, just not to dwell on it and let it paralyze. You want to find the balance. You want to find that middle area where you're not making excuses or trying to say it wasn't your fault, but you're also not beating yourself up to the point where it takes away from everything and slows everything down, paralyzes you, and thus hurts your team. The mentality I want you to learn and take away and have be your default when it comes to mistakes are like, mistakes equal learning and learning equals improvement. So mistakes equal improvement, meaning you made a mistake because you don't know better yet, which means you do have stuff to learn, which means there is improvement that can be made. But you can't really make that improvement without first making the mistake. So mistakes suck and they really can throw you off your game. But the reality is you made those mistakes because eventually, if you learn and you actually put in the work to get better, improvement is there to be made. So instead of having those mistakes paralyze you, have them be an indicator that you just have a missing part of your game that you have yet to build. But it doesn't make you bad for now. It just means that later on, you're going to be even better. Some of the best competitors have the shortest memory for failure and mistakes. It's all about mental energy allocation. Allocating 100% of your brain, your mind, your strategy, your focus to the current play, what's currently happening right now, instead of dwelling on the mistake, like using half of that management, half of that energy, thinking about dwelling on the mistake that you just made either last play or last game. Just devote 100% of that mental energy to what's happening right now and staying in the present. You can't control what happened in the past, meaning like you can't go back in time and take that mistake back. All you can do now is learn from it